Morning! I'm in the kitchen again and I'm cooking a cake this time. Well, it's a sort of fruit loaf. Now, I was thinking about cake and I was thinking, I'd really like to do something, but I don't really want to eat shed loads of refined white sugar. Because, let's face it, cakes are normally sort of... Start again. Good morning, I'm in the kitchen again. This time I'm baking. Woohoo! I really have been hankering for a piece of cake. And I was thinking about baking a cake, and then I thought, really... Good morning, I'm back in the kitchen, and today I am baking. And I'm going to do a cake, well, a sort of fruit loaf. I was thinking about cake for a little while, and then I thought... Good morning, I'm back in the kitchen, and this time I'm baking. I'm doing a cake. Good morning, I'm back in the kitchen, and I'm making a cake. I'm baking a cake. Bake, cake, bake. Good morning, I'm back in the kitchen, and today I am baking. I'm baking a cake. Well, it's a fruit loaf, a fruit and bran loaf. So, I've been thinking about cake recently. I've been wanting to bake, but I'm also very aware that cakes have shed loads of refined sugar. And having recently visited Vivi down in Swanage, and have been talking about her cutting out sugar completely from her diet, refined sugar, I was sort of inspired, and I thought, how can I make a really delicious, sweet fruit loaf without refined sugar? So I cobbled together a recipe. This is a bit of an experiment, really. So I'm going to give it a go, see how it turns out. It might be a disaster. If it is, I'll share it with you. If it isn't, then we'll eat it. So, let's have a look at the ingredients. So, before I start, everything's been measured out using cups, a cup and a half cup. There are no specific weights involved, just so you know. So at the back here, I've got some Bran cereal, Bran sticks or all Bran. There's 1 cup, and that has been soaked in 1 cup of oat milk. Then I've got a cup of dried mixed fruit, which I believe is sultanas, currants and candied peel. So there will be some sugars in that, but that's what we're going to get our sweetness from. Here I've got half a cup of that same dried fruit in half a cup of oat milk. I may not need all of that milk, but there's a little bit extra should I need it in the mix. Then I've got a cup of self-raising flour, a tablespoon of olive oil and a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. I've also got a small food processor. I've lined a loaf tin. Don't ask me what size it is. It's what we've got in. And also a mixing bowl and a wooden spoon. Now the all bran has been soaking for, about 20 minutes now. Same as the fruit. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fruit and I'm going to pulse it up into a paste. All I'm going to do is spoon the fruit with just a little bit of the milk into the processor. I'm hoping that this will provide a sweetness distributed throughout the loaf, which will compensate for the lack of refined sugar. Okay, a little bit of noise now. Okay. Let's have a little look. Oh yeah, there's like a sort of thick puree. That's kind of what I wanted. As I said before, I'm hoping this will sort of shoot a load of sweetness through the mix to provide that sweetness as well as the dried fruit. I'm going to add the olive oil. I'm using olive oil because this will add to the moistness of the cake. You can omit it if you want to. Let's have the dried fruit next. Then the bran, soaked in milk, which is all soft now. I love bran. I love all bran. This is not a paid promotion. Eat it every day. Okay. By the way, I have preheated the oven to 150 fan. Let's add the cinnamon, just 1 teaspoon. Let's add the flour. I would do it in 2 halves. Now I think this mix is going to be quite dry by the looks of things. So this extra bit of milk that we've got to one side is probably going to be needed, or at least some of it. I'm going to be careful, I don't want the mixture too wet. Just a couple of spoons of that to begin with. Add the rest of the flour. Notice I'm not using any eggs as well. Trying to keep it as healthy as possible. You see, that's making it into more of a dough now. So I think that extra liquid is going to be needed. The texture is getting into a sort of cakey texture now, which is what I'm looking for. Thinking about how cake mix looks. So I'm going to add the remainder of that milk, waste not, want not. Make sure that's incorporated, and I think that should be quite a good mixture. And I'm hoping that we get a bit of a rise because we're using self-raising flour. I guess you could add a little bit extra baking powder if you wanted to, but we'll have to see how it turns out. I'm not really a baker as such, but I'll give it a go. And I'm certainly not used to creating my own baking recipes, but it's always good to have an experiment. Okay, I think we're good. Bit awkward. It's a large loaf tin for this amount, but hey, it's an experiment, remember. Oh. Sorry, it's difficult to do because I've got a light here just so you can see, and the angle is awkward. Okay, I'm just going to spread it gently around the base. Looks like it's going to be more of a cake than a loaf. If it rises, then great, but if it doesn't, it'll be rather flat. But that's okay. Cookery experiment, that'll do. Right, and that's ready to go into the oven, and I reckon it'll take probably about 45 minutes to an hour, maybe less. Okay, so it's actually been I think about an hour and 10 minutes, something like that. I stuck a knife in, it's come out clean, so I'm assuming that it's cooked. I think it's a little bit of a brick though. Yeah, I've baked a brick. So I'm going to let it cool and we'll see what it tastes like. So heavy. So it has cooled somewhat. Let's see if we can take it out of its paper. It's time to see what it tastes like. I'm not even sure whether that's fully cooked, but feels quite moist inside. It's absolutely packed full of fruit. Feels very moist. Let's see what it tastes like. So I've got Paul as my guinea pig. Let's try it.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you think that's cooked?
Yeah. Is there spices in there?
Cinnamon. Yeah, considering that's got no sugar in.
It's very flat. For people who are looking after their weight. Yeah, I think that's nice.
It's got a really nice taste. You can taste the candied peel.
Is there sugar in there?
No.
Oh.
I pureed some dried fruit.
Ah, right.
And mixed it through. Well, actually, apart from it not rising, it's actually not that heavy at all. That would go lovely with a cup of tea.
Absolutely, yeah. Did you put any baking powder in?
No, because it's self-raising flour.
But it's bran flakes as well, bran sticks.
Yeah.
Might need some to just lift that. But I'd be
I see
happy
what
with
you
that.
mean in terms of proportion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a teaspoon of of lemon juice and a teaspoon of, or a level teaspoon of baking powder would just give it a little lift. But
the flavour's good.
That's happy for me.
The flavour's good. So as it happens, as a sugar-free, refined sugar-free cake, that's quite acceptable.
You could mostly do them like little sort of buns as well, just a dollop in a bun case. That would be quite nice as well.
Yeah, I could.
Individual portions.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But no, I'm quite happy with the flavour.
I think
Great
it's a
flavour.
winner. I'm happy with it.
The recipe would work. A little bit of baking powder or baking soda in there.
And a little bit of lemon to activate, I think. Just a teaspoon.
So there you go. That's it.
Very nice.
One fruit loaf brick.
Well, it's not a brick. It's just, it's soft. It's soft. It's not a brick.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Bye for now.